If you're anything like me, you know that one of the most exciting things about the world of fiction writing is the sheer variety of forms it can take. From bite-sized flash fiction that packs a punch in just a few hundred words, to epic novels that transport us to richly imagined worlds, there's a fictional form out there for every kind of storyteller. In today's video, we're going to take a closer look at the four main types of fictional stories: novels, short stories, novellas, and flash fiction. By the end of this exploration, you'll have a clearer sense of the unique characteristics, benefits, and challenges of each form, empowering you to choose the best fit for your own writing style and goals. Sound good? Let's dive in. First up, let's talk about the granddaddy of fiction writing, the novel. When most people think of fiction, novels are what spring to mind, and for good reason. These extended works, usually clocking in at over 40,000 words, offer writers an expansive canvas to paint their stories on. With all that space to work with, novelists can deeply explore character backstories and arcs, weave together multiple complex plot lines, and ruminate on weighty themes and ideas. Just think of George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire series, those doorstopper fantasy novels that inspired Game of Thrones. With thousands of pages at his disposal, Martin is able to create an intricate, immersive world filled with scores of nuanced characters, each with their own rich histories and motivations. That's the power of the novel in action. Of course, all that power comes with great responsibility and a serious time commitment. If you're drawn to writing novels, be prepared to settle in for the long haul. Crafting a well-structured, compelling story on such a large scale requires immense dedication, planning, and persistence. But if you have a big, ambitious story to tell, there's no better form than the novel to bring your vision to life. On the other end of the length spectrum, we have the short story. As the name suggests, these tales are much more concise than novels, typically falling between 1,000 and 7,500 words. But don't let their brevity fool you. A well-crafted short story can be just as powerful and memorable as a novel in its own unique way. The key to a great short story is economy and precision. With limited space to work with, every word, every detail, every plot point must be carefully chosen to create maximum impact. There's no room for meandering tangents or superfluous characters. A short story writer must distill their narrative down to its most essential, potent elements. Take Shirley Jackson's classic short story, The Lottery. In just a few thousand words, Jackson creates a chilling, unforgettable portrait of a small town's shocking annual tradition. Through carefully chosen details and a masterful buildup of tension, she delivers a gut punch of an ending that lingers long after the final word. That's the beauty of a perfectly crafted short story. It may be a quick read, but its impact can be profound and lasting. If you're drawn to the idea of telling a complete, impactful story in a compact form, the short story might be your ideal fiction fit. Embrace the challenge of making every word count, and revel in the opportunity to explore a wide range of ideas, characters, and styles. But what if your story idea feels a bit too complex for a short story, but not quite meaty enough for a full-fledged novel? Enter the novella, the Goldilocks of fiction forms. At 17,500 to 40,000 words, novellas offer a happy medium between the depth of a novel and the concision of a short story. With a novella, you have more room to flesh out your characters and explore your themes than you would in a short story, but you still need to maintain a tighter focus and a more streamlined structure than a novel. It's a great form for zeroing in on a single powerful conflict or character journey and exploring it with a bit more depth and nuance than a short story allows. Some of the most iconic stories in literature are novellas. Think of Mice and Men, The Old Man and the Sea, Breakfast at Tiffany's. These memorable tales use the novella form to deliver a potent, focused narrative that lingers in readers' minds long after they've finished the last page. If you have a story that seems to naturally lend itself to this mid-length structure, give the novella a try and see how it feels. Finally, we come to the shortest and arguably most challenging form of fiction, flash fiction. Generally defined as stories under 1,000 words, and often much, much shorter, flash fiction is all about creating a powerful effect with an absolute minimum of words. Writing flash fiction is like capturing lightning in a bottle. In just a few short paragraphs or even sentences, you need to convey a sense of character, conflict, and resolution. Every word must work double duty, evoking a vivid scene or emotion, hinting at a larger story beyond the page. It's an exercise in ruthless editing and trusting your readers to fill in the gaps with their own imaginations. When it's done well, flash fiction can be incredibly impactful. A single striking image, a revealing line of dialogue, a surprising turn of phrase. These tiny details can suggest entire worlds and emotional depths, leaving readers marveling at how much story can be packed into such a small space. If you relish the challenge of distilling your ideas down to their purest, most evocative form, flash fiction might just be your jam. So, which fiction form speaks to you? Are you drawn to the expansive possibilities of the novel, the precise impact of the short story, the balanced focus of the novella, or the lightning in a bottle challenge of flash fiction? The beauty of fiction writing is that there's no one right answer. It's all about finding the form that best suits your unique style, voice, and storytelling goals. And remember, you don't have to limit yourself to just one form. Trying your hand at different types of fiction can help you grow as a writer, honing your skills and discovering new strengths you may not have realized you had. The more you experiment and play with form, the more tools you'll have in your writerly toolbox. If you're eager to dive even deeper into the nuances of fiction writing, be sure to check out the other resources on this channel. I've got a treasure trove of videos exploring everything from crafting compelling characters to structuring a gripping plot to honing your own unique writing style. And if you're ready to take your fiction skills to the next level, I highly recommend checking out my comprehensive paid course, linked below.
From epic tales to flash of light, fiction takes on many forms. Novels paint with broad strokes bright, while short stories weather storms. Words on the page, stories unfold, each form with its own allure. From flash to novel, shy to bold, fiction's magic ever pure. Novellas strike a balance true, not too long, not too brief. Flash fiction packs a potent brew in words so sharp yet so brief. Words on the page, stories unfold, each form with its own allure. From flash to novel, shy to bold, fiction's magic ever pure. Experiment and find your voice, short or long, it's all the same. The story's heart makes the choice in fiction's endless, wondrous game. Words on the page, stories unfold, each form with its own allure. From flash to novel, shy to bold, fiction's magic ever pure. So write your tales, let them fly free, in whatever form feels right. For in each word we'll clearly see your unique voice shining bright. forms a wondrous sight, from epic tales to flash so bright. Novels paint with strokes so grand, while short stories make their stand. Words flow free, stories unfold, each form unique, some shy, some bold. From flash to novel, all have worth. Fiction's magic brings tales to birth. Novellas find the middle ground, not too brief, not too profound. Flash fiction packs a mighty punch, in just a handful, quite a bunch. Words flow free, stories unfold, each form unique, some shy, some bold. From flash to novel, all have worth. Fiction's magic brings tales to birth. Experiment, find your own way, short or long, let your voice play. The story's heart will guide your pen, in fiction's realm, now and then. Words flow free, stories unfold, each form unique, some shy, some bold. From flash to novel, all have worth. Fiction's magic brings tales to birth. So write your tales, let them